See, now I just gotta sing it. Kembo, 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 Natatan Zambia Mazulu. In the mighty name of our King, Isaiah Congo. Away, Nusiemi Betwabu. My name is Sarah Singer, and here on my channel, I talk about plant-based wellness and biblical spirituality. I am elated and excited to come to you with this video because you will hear the testimonies, the experience, the encounters of the Most High, of individuals who participated in the green juice healing fast, or the healing green juice fast, where the time was just amazing, and so edifying to the fact that we as Yisolele need to come together on as many opportunities as we have available, and in fact make opportunities to come together. So my prayer is that you're encouraged by these testimonies, but most importantly, no matter where you are on your healing journey, seek the Most High for guidance, and adhere to where the Most High is calling you to, family. No matter where you are in your well-being journey to restoration, seek the Most High. So without further ado, continue listening and be encouraged.
Kimbo, Kimbo, Natatai and Zombie, Yamazulu, all praises to the Most High. Siami family, Siami Sarah, I am still celebrating and basking in my encounter and experience in Rwanda and Simi with my Bantu family during the 3-day green juice fast and prayer. I learned the power of simply being present and available. As I listened to the expressions of my family, my sisters and my brothers, my sons and my daughters, I acknowledged my pain, my wounds, my concerns, my tears, my hopes, my desires, and my dreams. And I recognized that they were not mine alone or theirs alone, but were ours collectively. The power and the anointing of the Mwanda and Semi were in full operation as prayer and songs of worship and testimonies were shared. The experience during those 3 days marked a major milestone in my restoration. The breathing exercises were practical yet powerful in connecting with and flowing in the Mwanda and Semi. I am sensitized on another level to hear, discern, and to yield to his leading. On Tuesday morning, I was reminded of Natata and Zombies' great love for us and would like to share the following, which comes out of Song of Solomon. He brought me to the banqueting table, and his banner over me is love. That's Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 4. I went to the banqueting table. Natata and Zombie was there, and I was fed of him and feasted in him. Hallelujah. I went to the banqueting table. My brothers and sisters were there. They feasted and dined in him as well. Hallelujah. Together we could sense his great love and power all around us. Now we know his banner over us is love. His banner over you, his banner over me is love. We breathe in his love and we breathe out Babylonian captivity. We breathe in his passion and breathe out Babylonian complacency. We breathe in his connection and bonds of unity for our people, and we breathe out separation and isolation. We went to the banqueting table and experienced him in another dimension. We tasted, we saw, and we confirmed that he is good, and nothing else compares to him. Family, Isolele, run, do not delay. Come to the banqueting table prepared just for you and me. Just know our Father, Natatai and Zombie, is there just to provide what you need.
Hey, CMA Princess Sarah. I heard Manzola call you that, so it's stuck with me because we are a world priesthood. But thank you again for reaching out to me with the email. And like I said, it was a battle. I was actually trying to reach out to you, but of course, it's the little WhatsApp thing. I didn't know how to add you or whatever. But I'm glad that we're connected now. Um, yes, I'm in Michigan, Roseville, Michigan, not too far from Detroit, Michigan. I am on the East Coast. I again, I just thank you for reaching out. This is a lonely road. I have a brother, a couple brothers that I reach out to, but yeah, it's been I had to really cut off a lot of people in my life. I still reach out to my family, but they don't really be wanting to talk to me too much because even in my trials and tribulations, I'll say, or my struggles, I still talk about this awakening because it's like it's for us as Bantus, and I just really don't understand why we can't get it, but um I get it because it is this world that we live in. When he said he'll give us a strong delusion, it wasn't just religion, it was the world itself. Um the things that we thought we supposed to do, far as the education and having a good job, and you know um the big house, wife and kids, the picket fence. Of course, we supposed to have that covenant with a woman and a man, but just the whole facade of even if you don't have anybody, you have an education, you got your money, and you can basically buy love, or sleep with whoever you want to when you feel like it, or don't. And this whole illusion, this is as like I had a epiphany or revelation or remembrance, like this world is really a illusion. It's been a delusion, but the Most High love us so much that He's taken us off of punishment for 400 years and say, hey, I'm ready for you to come back to me. I'm ready to have my children back. I'm ready for you to rule this earth again. And that's where I'm at. It's like I'm just, it's a struggle because, like I say, I have to really purify my life. Take away the doubt, take away the fear, take away everything that I was in Christianity, and basically upgrade. And that's where I'm at. I'm tired of the struggles. I'm tired of going back and forth with different things, and it's like I'm tired of all the sin. I want Babylon off of me totally. I really do, because it's death. It's death, and it's going to be death. And this whole election, all this stuff is really hurting because the adultery of our people. I understand the other nations. They believe in this system. They don't believe that their own people is against them. That's their business. But our people, Bantus, the adultery, that we want to be saved so bad that we don't care who it is, if they melanated or if they not melanated. It's funny, but it's not funny at all, because this is a life or death situation. I know this is a whole nother different, I've really gone off course, but I'm just glad that we are able to be connected, and I'm definitely going to reach out as much as I can. um Far as the testimony, just really purifying ourselves and detoxifying. I was looking at a live sister, Charmaine. Her page is, I don't know if you're aware of her, but it's Kempavita Bantu Warrior Apostle Charmaine, and she was just basically saying what the Most High was giving her is time to detoxify, far as our diet, far as our spiritual life, and It's like it's past time of getting ready. It's time to be ready. And that's been my whole thing, honestly, with this of, not knowing if I'm ready enough, doubting. Not I'm tired of doubting. It's like because the word says it's impossible to please the most. Without faith, it's impossible to please him. And honestly, that's my whole thing of just not having enough faith. Not just like my sins, the things that I've done is like making me feel like he doesn't care. He doesn't listen. He's not interested in my prayers. And I know that's nothing but the trick in me because fear is of Satan. He has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And I'm working through that, sis. I really am. And I'm pressing forward. I can't give up because giving up is death. It really is. Just I don't really have a testimony. I just really just encourage our people that's in this awakening to just stay close to the most high, stay on our clean diet. I'm not saying that I've been so, I kind of fell a little bit with, but I know that I have to get back on that far as the fruits and vegetables and plants. And with my situation with working and stuff, I work but I don't make a lot of money. But um I'm just really trying to stay on that, and staying clean because I went outside the other day and it looked like clouds, but it was not clouds. It was like clouds, like literally clouds of the chemtrails, and it looked like a total, like they made it look like a dome over my neighborhood. And that is the stuff that's really poisoning us, in the air, the things in the air. But again, I try to take my sour sop and moringa bitters, and I try to take my black seed oil. Um, Sometimes I don't take it when I'm on the dry fast, but I might end up, I try to have more faith, than just believing, hey, I'm doing this because I need something spiritually. I'm sorry, this is a long recording, but I rather like the recording better than texting because I be having so much to say and it's on my mind. But yeah, just really just stay encouraged, stay prayed up, be ready, um, prepare yourselves. Like I say, brother is Dwayne and his wife been prepping us with all these things of the possibilities, not as if, but when these things happen. If it's a power outage, if it's uh, the Wi-Fi going down, because if the Wi-Fi go down, we don't have phones, we don't have, most of us have smart TVs and Fire Sticks. We won't have that. Um, of course, no social media. You were saying about the internet going down. These are the things that are going to eventually happen. And we have to prepare our minds spiritually and mentally, having at least enough food, water, things like that. Um, Maybe we might, having a bag, emergency bag, our cars. Like, I mean, it's to the point where it's best to not even depend on the cars because a lot of us have new cars and they've been showing in these different movies that they will, you know, alternate our car, tap into the cars and drive off the road, run into people. So we really have to not even focus on having a car, but if so, you know, keeping that, enough gas, having emergency bag ready, those with children, having those type of things, food, you know, oh yeah, all those different types of things that we've gotten so comfortable with. And in this time, sis, the Most High don't want us to be comfortable no more. He wants us to really get uncomfortable of being in Babylon. And I believe that's why these things are going to happen, because, of course, it's judgment upon the nation, upon Babylon, but also because we have to get out of the comfortability of having fresh water, even though it ain't too fresh, but having running water, having heat, having all the necessities that we had at one time. It's time for us to, but in the midst of all that, being prepared, having our oil lamps filled physically, mentally, and physically. So, yeah, just really preparing, staying prayed up, staying consecrated, um, keep ministering to those who the Most High is led to, who we talk to, just being encouraged that He did not wake us up to leave us, but we have to make a choice: life or death, righteousness or wickedness, the kingdom or judgment, you know. And that's all I got, sis. I'm gonna stop rambling. But love you, sis. Thank you again for your sweet spirit, for your heart for the people. I'm glad that I got some more people, young people, that I can reach out to. And yeah, I'm ready to really just, even in this mix, like I say, getting prepared our own homes. I don't have a lot, but I've been praying and just praying that the Most High lead me on different things to get and how to prepare, because I've been thinking about a lot of things. Like, I just don't know, like, what's really to come, but I know disaster is coming, but a blessing, restoration is coming also. So, yeah, um, again, sis, CMA Matando, to you and Makai, and I'm going to reach out to him, and um, I'm just excited and ready to start building and restoring and getting our heritage back, our inheritance. All right, bye.
Kimbo, Natatanzami, Amazulu. Salamat to all of my brothers and sisters scattered all over the diaspora, in Africa as well, in the UK, all over the four corners of the world. Betwabu. My name is April Cohen. I currently reside in Maryland. I was born and raised in Florida, South Florida to be exact. A very small town where a lot of Geechee Gullah migrated to. Where I'm from, we're known for our sugar, our cane fields, so they call it the muck. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and briefly share my experience of the past green smoothie fast and prayer that Sister Sarah Singer held this past week. It was beyond my expectations. I really didn't know what to expect. I knew that it was, I knew I was gonna, on the physical side, I knew that I was, going to be cleansed, just on a very superficial level, but I wanted so much more. And I'm not the first to really jump on like fasts and cleanse unless I'm led to, but this one, it was just something different about this one. And without hesitation, I think she posted the video maybe 2 or 3 days prior to, and I was like, I'm in. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even wait until Saturday. I actually started that Thursday, so I got a head start, and I decided to start Thursday, but I didn't do the full cleanse. I started with a just incorporating, the food. I would do it. I would do a juice cleanse in the morning, and then I would have a meal, one meal for the day, and it just pretty much just drink water for the rest of the evening. So Saturday is when I started the actual full juice cleanse. So I wasn't able to get on the first call. My sister, excuse me, y'all. I wasn't able to get on the first call because I got the time mixed up. But my dear sister Amber, was able to join. And so she shared her experience of the call. She also did the cleanse as well. And when she called, can't remember if I called her. I think I called her just to check in. So when I talked to her, there was a calmness about her. I can tell simply by her whole countenance that she was processing what she experienced. And one of the things that she talked about was the prayers. She was saying how powerful they were and very intentional. She also mentioned that it wasn't like the different prayer groups and calls, we've been a part of where, it's a lot of trying to watch my words, but just a lot of loud, not there's anything wrong with loud, or tongues, or not that there's anything wrong with tongues, but just a typical traditional, you all know, I mean, if you've all been a part of the Christian church that we know, you know what I'm talking about. So I don't want to go into any further into that. But I also sensed a peace on her. And I acknowledged that too. I told her, I was like, there's like a calmness. There's a peace over you, because she's very new to the awakening as well, for a couple weeks now. And so, and I know her, like if it's something that doesn't sit right with her spirit, she's like, but she was really absorbing it all. And so this was Sunday when I spoke to her. So Sunday, day 2 of the cleanse, got in my word, just worshiped all day. And I told her that I had to be to work because I also work part-time outside of my business. So, and I work nights. So I said, I'm not going to get off until late. So I'm going to miss majority of the call. And she said, listen, when you get on, you're going to hear exactly what you need to hear. So whatever time you get on, what's for you is for you. Okay. Went on with my day. I started, of course, I'm like rushing, trying to close and get everything together, rushing people out. And I haven't been this excited to join a call. I can't even recall, to be honest. But there was just something about this night that I was expecting, because for one, I could already sense that there is a sense of community among these group of people that I've encountered. I've encountered, Sister Sarah through Brother Masia and Jonathan Chilumbo, so even the beautiful Issachar couple, I've been following these people, for about a year now. And so once I got on the call, I was late, but when I got on, I think Sister Sarah had just finished praying. And then I believe Brother Micaiah was on. as I'm listening to the prayers, I'm driving home, and I'm listening to the prayers. It was as if the words that were flowing out of their mouths, they were bringing to my awareness the things that I have been incubated in this Babylonian system. It was like I could immediately feel things breaking off of my mind, even from the familiar spirits, you know, everything. It was like, oh gosh, like you're touching on things that we don't really touch on. And I think it's so vital, when it comes to the body of Yesiah, or, for my Christians, we're talking about Jesus. For my Israelites, who may be on here, we're talking about Yeshua or Yahusha, you know. But I'm using his Bantu, his Kikongo name, Yesiah, which is salvation is of Yah. So, yeah, and it was like all these things just started coming to mind, like, oh, these things that we just need to break free from. So that night, it was such a beautiful night. We all fellowship. I love the fellowship aspect of it. It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like it was just one person in charge. Everybody had a word. It was a beautiful experience. And so the last night, which was that Monday, our focus was on, healing in the body, in the physical body. Once again, we all started with fellowship, and then went into prayers, and everyone had a word. It was the most beautiful thing I experienced. Community does it no justice. I wish there was another word for community that would better suit it, but we'll just go with community. But it was like true community. And what I got from it was, this is what a healthy body looks like. Sister Sarah, she was the arm functioning the way that the arm is to function. You had the brother Micaiah, he's the whole nervous system functioning the way it's supposed to function. Then you got Mama Nichelle, she's the whole leg functioning the way the leg's supposed to go. You got Brother Baya, he's the brain functioning the way the brain. Everybody was just flowing. Sister Spacey and, even down to Sister Veronica, who was working, but her presence was still so strong. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. And when I tell you none of us wanted to get off, we did not want to get off, y'all. Like, it was so beautiful. It felt like I met my family. It felt like home. And it has been a long time that I felt this way. To be honest, I honestly don't recall feeling this way with any body or congregation that I've joined. And I'm not saying that this is a congregation, I'm just saying previous congregation. I've never experienced this before. So I am beyond grateful, for this awakening. I'm beyond grateful to encounter these beautiful people. But this is what it looks like to be free from Babylon. This is what it looks like when Babylon is out of you. We can all come together healthy and whole, edifying one another, uplifting one another, encouraging one another, supporting one another, praying for one another. Like the blood is healthy. When you're wounded, how the blood rushes, to certain spots and it starts to heal. It all works together. It was literally a healthy body. And I don't want to, linger on, but I just wanted to share my experience. And if there's ever another fast or prayer, please join. Only if you're ready. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all. And may you all have a beautiful day. And yeah, that's it. I don't even want to go on. But Salama, Betwabu, to all my Bantus. Izolele. Izolele. Isolele. Seeing me, Sister Sarah. My family and I are planning to relocate to the land when we are not sure, but hopefully within the next 1 to 2 years, most high willing. So we are in the planning phase. So I had been thinking about what legacy can I leave for my children. So I had been in the process of researching family history to put together a book for them. While doing this, I was only considering my grandparents because they were the ones who had the most significant influence in my life. Pretty much, I come from a family where there was a lot of drug abuse, so pretty much my grandparents took on the raising of most of their grandchildren. So I briefly thought about, my mom and my dad who had been absent in my life for many years, especially my father. And, to myself, I said, he really doesn't count because he never played a role in my life. And, to myself, I was like, he really doesn't love me. Now, fast forward to October 28th when you posted the healing fast. I was excited because I had a whole laundry list of things that I needed healing from. Like, I need healing from food addiction to help me lose weight. I need healing so that I can be a better employee at work for X, Y, and Z reasons, and that same day, when I decided that, yes, I'm going to do this fast, out of the blue, my father called me. Mind you, I am 43 years old and I have not heard from this man in over 13 years. And I really didn't understand until the second day of our healing fast. On that Zoom call, I became very emotional when sharing the testimony, but the emotion was not because of my earthly father, who I truly do love, and he's a great person, but the emotion was because of my eternal father, my everlasting Tata Nzambi Sonini. He showed me before returning to the land, there must be complete and total healing, that there must not be any root of bitterness in our hearts against anyone before returning or coming to the land, because he, Tata Nzambe, is going to give us the supernatural power to heal others in the land when we return. This is why I became so emotional, because Tata Nzambe shows and reveals to us the hidden things in our hearts. And he says that those hidden things, those hidden sins that are in our hearts will hinder us. It will hinder the power that he wants to give to us so that we can be able to heal our people. So, this whole healing fast was just a big wake up call for me that even the small seeds of bitterness that we build up in our heart, the Most High does not want it to dwell there because it will only hinder what He will do for us. And that's giving us power. So I was reading Daniel 2:22, and I pretty much wrote this prayer for our healing group. And it says, Tata Nzambe reveals the deep and secret things. He knows what is in the darkness, and the light dwells in him. Yisolele thanks you, Sonini, and praises you, Tata Nzambe, of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob,
who has given Yisolele wisdom and might, and has made known to us, Yisolele, now what we desire of you. We desire complete healing, so that when we return to the land of our fathers, which was given to Yisolele, we will receive power to heal our nation. Tata Nzambe reveals the deep and secret things. He knows what is in the darkness, and the light dwells in him. Yisolele thanks you, Sonini, and praise you, Tata Nzambe, of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who has given us wisdom and might, and has made known to us now what we desire of you. We desire total and complete healing, so that when we return to the land of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which was given to Yisolele, we will have the power to heal our nation.